Greetings, beloved viewer. Welcome back to this channel. This is your Teacher Sue of VOOC Voice International. Today, I have brought you a tip of wisdom, and I want to discuss about faith and competence. Allow me to refer to the three boys in the book of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These boys were boys of faith. They were spiritual people. But the most interesting thing is that they were not just spiritual, they were competent. And at some point, they were given responsibilities, roles to do in the king's administration. Now, I want to talk about faith and competencies, especially in the church, to my fellow believers. We're living at times that there's a lot of spirituality. The Christians are so concerned about how much they can speak in tongues, how many scriptures they can quote. That's good and that's in order. But beyond faith, we need to have competencies to help us survive or to help us serve better in the marketplaces. We have many believers who are very confident when they are within the four corners of the church. They are very loud. They look like they are performers. They are good performers when they are within the church. But give them roles and responsibility outside the church. Take them to parliament. Take them to public offices. Give them jobs in organizations. They cannot perform. They are always complaining. My neighbor is bewitching me. My boss is from a certain religion. But we need competencies, we need skills, we need to know how to work and survive in the marketplaces. Jesus, when he came to this world, he was not living 24 hours in the temple. He came and was living with everybody. He was in this world, and this world is like a casino where there's a lot of things going on, good and bad. But Jesus was still able to stand. He demonstrated good leadership. He was able to achieve a lot in the marketplace because beside having that element of faith, he also had his competencies on how to do what he came to do. Most believers have a problem. That's why we have challenges. When we set them to offices, public offices, they cannot perform. They have not developed emotional intelligence. They do not have self-awareness. They do not know how to relate with others. They have not developed that self-management and self-control. You do not know how to relate. Even in the area where you're serving, all you want to do is to have faith, but you don't want to develop your competencies. We've got a challenge. I read a book by one of the leaders in a certain country in Africa, which had an opportunity to have a Christian government some years back in the 90s. And that author tells a story of how this government, which was Christian-led, came to power. But unfortunately, their performance was very poor. And as he was analyzing why this government failed terribly, he said that as much as they were spiritual, as much as those people who were put in different positions in the government were God-fearing, they lacked competencies, they lacked skills. They did not know how to live and survive in the marketplaces. And therefore, when they went to those offices, all they wanted is to have faith and pray. They did not know how to do administration work. They did not know how to handle people. They did not know how to interact with people of different faith. They could not relate with people from other sectors or other religions. And those are the skills we need because we have not reached heaven. We have to learn to live with the Muslims. We have to learn to live with Buddhists. We have to learn to live with everybody and still deliver the services we are expected to deliver. Even in the church, In most cases, you find people given possessions just because they have a very good record of giving. Maybe because of where they are coming from, their background, their names, their parents, the money they offer to the church. But they do not have the skills that are needed. They do not have the competencies that are needed. And that is bringing problem to the church. Such people, when they are given such possessions, their power is in the head. And those are the people who will always want to tell you their possessions. I am this and this. Those are people who cannot listen to another opinion. Those are people who, when you come and suggest something to them, they are not ready to take another opinion or even listen, tap the wisdom from others. And when they are pastors, it's even worse. A pastor who does not have the skills to live with everybody, a pastor who does not have leadership skills, who do not have those competencies, who are chosen because he's very prayerful, has even a bigger problem or brings bigger problem to the church. Those are the people, when you give them an idea, they will start telling you that they will start thinking you are opposing them. And they will start intimidating you by telling you, touch not the anointed. But a skillful leader, a leader who has developed the competencies needed for the work they are doing, a leader who is open to learning, will be able to let others contribute and be able to take meat and leave the bones alone. What am I trying to say? Beyond faith, beyond quoting scriptures and knowing the word, there are other competencies we need to develop. And when we do so, we will be able to even win many other people to the faith and bring them to the kingdom of God. Many Christians are very confident when they're within the four corners of the church. But take them out there, they start seeing demons. Put them amongst others, they start seeing demons because they do not know how to live with others. We need to develop things like emotional intelligence. Get to know how to relate with others. Develop yourself. If you're doing a certain administration work, get all the skills you can get. Such work doesn't need you to speak in tongues. You need to deliver. You need competencies. You need skills suitable for that work. I hope this is going to help somebody. One of my professors who taught me in one of the classes told us the importance of tapping wisdom in the room. He told us that we are not all knowing. You need to learn from others. And a leader who is confident, and a leader who knows how to stay with people, will always be ready or open to learn from others. Those are some of the competencies we need in the marketplaces. Today we are blaming the political leaders who are holding certain positions. And you know what? If you're put in that same position, you might behave the same or even be worse. We blame the president, we blame the governors, we blame everybody. But if you're put there, maybe you would even perform worse than them. What am I saying? We need, as much as we have faith, as much as we can speak in tongues, as much as we can quote the Bible, may we also develop the leadership skills, the competencies we need for those positions we are being given. Let us learn how to survive in the marketplace. Let us learn how to do work and to achieve and to deliver the responsibility that has been given to us. I hope this is teaching you something. I hope you will go beyond just prayer. You will start creating time to learn and to develop yourself, to become a better person who can achieve more in the marketplace. I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. See you when I bring in the next clip. God bless you. Are you planning a conference, corporate event, church function, or a special occasion? Do you need a speaker who will inspire and empower your audience? I am available to speak on leadership and personal development. Let your next function be more than just an event. Let it be an opportunity to inspire people, develop their leadership potential, and build a lasting legacy. Feel free to contact me for bookings and inquiries. Call or write a message on WhatsApp on 0797646602. Let's inspire, empower, transform, and build a legacy.